Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft StaTech. And yeah, say goodbye to this monstrosity, even though this is probably the first time that you're seeing it. Um yeah, it does what it needs to, kind of. But we're going to condense it down and make it a little bit, you know, cleaner. Yeah. So as of right now, I want to get the quarry going. You know, it's been a few weeks since we've created the quarry. Um, I guess I can show our updated B area. I tore down everything in preparation for said expansions. So I tidied up. We hit our limit actually on rubber sheets. I don't think I'm gonna tear this down, but if there is a way to get better, like if there's a way to automate rubber aside from creating synthetic, I'd probably do it that way instead. But honestly, it seems to be um doing its job. I might have more chests for it to go in though, honestly. Might do it like that. Um Yeah, the compressor is what's making it. So as long as this stays the same, I can just add a buffer chest to it. So I might end up recreating this and making it more condensed, making more resin basins because it needs a little bit more uh space, I guess, for it. I don't know. Either way, our bees, it's about at 89% capacity. I still got to add a few more hives and stuff and case it all off so their pathing doesn't get messed up. But yeah, had to add an extra layer of pumps to all of them because it kept not dragging all the honey out. So honey wise, we are producing as much as we can as fast as we can, which is incredible amounts. 6,000 buckets. What are we going to do with it? I don't know, but we've been messing around with entangled tanks. These are an absolute lifesaver. So with that being said, um our boiler area, this whole thing got redone. So now it's just going into an entangled chest and then shoot it into there, in turn making steam. But honestly, Leon's got the steam covered, so this is actually pointless to us now. Like, having this, pointless, because I can drag from his steam using the entangled tanks. But, yeah. Let's go check up on him. I also created, I don't know if I showed this off, but I have a bunch of blocks being automated from differing varieties of uses, and the calcite one's actually really useful because that's practically bone meal. Cosmetic stuff like black sludge and rotten ground, that works too, but as far as everything else is concerned, I want to automate soldering, alloy, and redstone using one quarry, and then using the others, because soldering alloy requires lead and tin, but lead can also be used for making battery alloy with antimony. Antimony we can get from let's see, macerator. Antimony we can get from one of the quarries, I thought. The electric one, which we need steel drill production. But in order for us to automate the steel, we're gonna have to get this going, which we do have a lot of ores, but I do not want them to be drawered like this. I want them to be buffered into machines instead of like a drawer wall, I believe. So we got a bunch of blast furnace material and bricks for our coal coke. And we have, our goal is to automate lubricant at some point too. But that's also going to his base, which I'm going to show off now since it's been a hot minute. Yeah, lots changed here. He's got a wall of macerators that he's going to do something, but currently he's automating bricks and glass, which is good. He's got a wall of machines he's going to tear down eventually. We did have a temporary bee farm over here, but we found out with using the hose pulley, we can set our entangled tanks and just have pocket resources whenever. So whenever things get throttled, we can just have multiple entangled tanks coming from the hose pulley. Same with water over here. Water is actually the fastest to get drained and clogged from everything. As you can see, 2 networks are actually being used up, which is not good. I'm guessing it's all blue. So we're going to end up needing a double a setup somehow for that, which I'm probably going to just suggest to him using 2 hose pulleys and going from there. Yeah. So it'll be something we have to work out in due time. But currently, he's got iron andesite alloy farm, which we won't need to worry about for now. So let's grab ourselves a bunch of cobble and extend our platform out a little bit. I hate doing it like this. We don't have it automated, but that's fine. We could just do it the old-fashioned way with a hand chisel. But we're trying to make it look at least half decent while we work on it, so definitely worth making the wand indestructible, I will say. Super G on that. So we're gonna have to automate iron, bronze, and copper. Copper for rotors. We're gonna want an auto crafting table, which we need 2 robot arms, a motor, and 4 analog circuits. So we'll have to do that later. Let's see. Place, row, column. So we should be good to expand. Not this side, not this side, the other side. We're also gonna have to eat soon, which I've been eating a lot on from the cooking episode last time. So I'm already up to pink hearts. I think with this wand, it's actually extending all the way where it needs to. That's why we're running out of blocks real quick. Yeah. So either way, we got that much area now. Destroy vein. Yeah, so this should be enough room to automate what we need. Should. I'm thinking about tearing down this fishing section right here. We really don't need these generators going 24/7, but I mean, it's nice to have, to say the least. Let's go to our base and grabbing some extra food from this side. Oh, we also have a kibe. so that should do us for now for new mills. And if you didn't check out last episode, we done a lot in the world of food. I also drank a Nuka-Cola. Got the bottle cap. We made a jade wine. The electrical age. Chemical. Rolling machine's actually pretty huge. Dehumidifier. Advanced machine. Scrap box. Flatten. Don't know what the rolling machine does, but we'll get to that eventually. Looks like we're gonna have another reward. And in steam quarry, that's good. We got so many steam quarries now. Alright. Yeah, let's go back to our void. And we'll do some mental gymnastics. Okay. So we're going to want an area. Yeah, we're gonna want an area for all this stuff. But also, like, enough to go into here. I think copper should be the thing first, because bronze isn't actually the hardest thing to automate, but we're going to need fluid pipes, which means we're going to need glass panes, which we can actually set up in the auto crafter. So we will do something along with that down there at our clay farm that's making the aluminum that we have currently. And I must say, that is a lot of aluminum. Like, an extremely hefty amount, considering. So we'll end up tearing this down, which I guess we can go ahead and do. Oh, I should probably put on my ring, or a magnet. Alright, so with that, let's put all of these away. And yeah, large. Tiled cobblestone to cover everything up. We're not going to worry about that right now. We'll end up making a tank for the alloy. And probably the redstone too. So now we have a lot cleaner of an area. Now I think I want the item hatches going this way. And we could just use an entangled tank top of it to put in the drills. Because we're just going to want this one using nothing but the bronze drill. Now we are going to probably switch to carbon, which we can grab tough for, and which we need zinc and tough, and we can automate the zinc drills in of itself. So for copper, we need to macerate the 8 copper to dust, and then we can mix that dust. Yeah, we can furnace the dust. So we can use the steam turbine for electric, or We could probably just use steam. It's not as fast, but let's see what we got. We got a macerator. We need a furnace. So we got an electric furnace. You know what? We'll do electric for copper and bronze. So we got electric furnace, macerator. Plot arms. We'll make 2 auto crafting tables. I guess. Or no, 4. 4. 8 circuits. Need to make 1. Go ahead and make a lot of those. Eight and 4 motors. Let's head down to the assembler area. Yeah, that takes forever. We'll just time in a bottle it 3 times. Alright, so auto crafter will help. Going to want the 2 entangled chests. That's a lot of steam changes. That's funny. Alright, so 2 entangled chests. So for glass, I think for personal use, I'm going to use a black rune on the corner. So we'll just use white for glass. That'll make sense. So what we're going to do is grab our axe out. Okay, I want to be able to use this still. So we will just do something as simple as setting up the electric furnace here. So there's no point in having both. I think it's still doing what it needs to. So we'll just set that there. We will actually whitelist that. So that'll be furnaced. Turbine to power it. Which we can just run. We'll just place it here. Sure. We're trying to be super compact with it. And now we can use an entangled tank. Fluid pipe it. Out. So that'll power. And then that will be making glass, in which case we can set up the drawer here and have a different item pipe. Yeah, we'll use gray. Slightly problematic. I think what we can do is we can actually pull it from the top. Which we can't unless we do that. Okay. Now we can use the entangled tank or entangled chest with another bit of item pipe. Alright, so now it's going into there. Well, we can't open it because it's got an item pipe on top. But it's going to fill up with glass, so we can send it up there. To make something. So we'll go ahead and make the black rune corner. And we'll go ahead and pull out the glass from there. Then black corner. So now this should have the same. Sweet. Now I could do it one of two ways. I can have the drawer wall and then have it spread out and then have underneath it the item pipes going into the entangled tanks. I could do it that way. I think that's what I might do. Maybe. I don't know. There's different ways I can do this. Okay. I think I might actually add 2 more of these. This side, so it'll get more output. Then what we can do, we can have the connector here. Have all of them go into the access point. And then have the line of drawers, I guess. And then the entangled chest above it. Yeah, I think that's what I can do. So out blacklist. Out blacklist. That's such a stupid meme. But it's so true. Every item pipe, you kind of have to do that. Okay, so now on top, I can have the entangled chests. So we're gonna have to make a lot of those. We might as well just go ahead and make a stack. Oh, 21. We're gonna need some ender pearls and the... Yeah, not truly ideal, but I think we'll make a stack. Well, while that's going, we can work on our other thing. Alright, so we're gonna want the glass panes into one autocrafter, and then we're actually probably gonna need another autocrafter as well. We could technically do an assembler, but I don't think I have an assembler. No. I guess we can do another assembler. We don't have fine copper wire. Wait, hold on. Before I do anything, there has to be some fine copper wire in here. Yeah, I was gonna say... I think I'll save the rest for crafting. Alright, so let's just go ahead and make a lot of resistors. And... stack of those. And stack of those. And we should be able to make a stack of these. 30. What are we missing? Capacitors. Go ahead and make 3 stacks of those. Alright, cool. That is good enough for me. And we need one more robot arm. Actually out of steel plates, that's kind of crazy. That's okay, we got a compressor right here. For now. Okay. So the glass. What a big list of nonsense we got to get through. This is technically a separate chapter in of itself. I don't know why they didn't make this chapter 4. Like, the oil rig and this could have been chapter 4. But I could see the digital age wanting to be separate. Okay. So we don't need the electric furnace or the macerator right now. We just need the entangled chest and the auto crafter. Turbine. We got one more entangled tank. It's steam. Okay. So this will be... I'm going to try to put it as close together as possible. We're going to want this above it. Yep. Tank. Fluid pipe. Configuration. So we're going to want all of those going from the right side. And yeah. Or no, I should probably do the left, huh? Kind of weird. I think it broke. Okay, this should be correct. Nothing on the bottom. Alright, cool. So now entangled chest. You just have it go here. Um, then this will be the central auto crafter for the so this one can be the item pipes. Yeah, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Because it requires so much. It requires steel automation. So I think we might have to do fluid pipes first. Which requires rotors. But the glass panes will be fine. So it's all set to do that. I guess we can have a drawer here for that. cable. Okay, good. I don't need to do anything. And that can output from the right. Cool. So that's one half. Well, the centerpiece for that. Now, I think we should divert and make an entangled chest for copper. I'm gonna need blaze rods. Okay. Well. I don't even know if spawners work in this dimension. I don't believe they do. Why'd that give me XP? Alright, so we're just gonna need blazes. It's okay, I have looting 10. We'll just set something quick up here. We'll just do that. Alright, simple 2 stacks ablaze. Oh yeah, we're gonna come over here and actually see if we can't get any more of those plants. We need a few more of these so we can dry them out to get Jeremel. I think Tay's been sleeping in the game, so I don't think it grew to moonshine. Or moons, yeah, the moonstruck nectar. So, that's good. So, more entangled chests. We will set copper to be 1 brown, 1 orange. And, I did not mean to do that. It's so cold in my house right now, it's hard to type. Grab 2. So. That's an insane amount already. I think I want to lock this too, just in case. Okay. So, copper. Could I get away with just making the factory without pulling the copper? Because I'm definitely making a... This one's going to be for the drills and stuff. So I can ship the drills off using an entangled tank as well. I think I should probably get away with just electric macerator. Furnace. Turbine. I think that's what I should do. Another entangled tank. Steam. So we will send this into a macerator. Right? So that'll macerate. Then that will go into furnace. Okay. Now, go ahead and power this. We do have that, but honestly, entangled tanks will probably be cleaner. So we'll just do a little bit of this. And we'll do more copper cable. So now we're making the copper ingots. In order to make bronze, we need copper and tin. So we can actually just send some away into an alloy smelter. And then compress twice. Because that's going to be a lot of copper. Like that there is no reason we should need anything else. So we need an alloy smelter. Simple, simple. Where is the... I'm going to actually put copper and tin together. I'm going to take this. We'll move gold for now. Didn't mean to take all that. So 10. So got iron, 10, copper. That's kind of good. Coal. So we could take the 10. Macerate it. This is going to be super ugly. I have a feeling. But I'll try my best to keep it from looking like something we did downstairs. So we'll do that. Is our turbine keeping up? For now it is, okay. Then we will have that going. That will... We'll have to split this into... let's see. We'll have to split the copper into... assembler. So we're gonna need to compress rods. Means we need to cut it. So cutting machine first. I think I'm just gonna use a bronze cutting machine for that. Out. What's that? Cutting machine here. Fluid pipe can go out. So right, so now I can steal Leon's lubricant using that. And we're going to need it to be cut again. And then compressed. So we'll take a cutting machine. Steel cutting machine, why not? Just using what we have currently. How's our steam holding up? Still good, still good. Alright, so we're gonna want half to be pressed. So we're gonna need a packer. Which we have a packer over here. We'll just take that. It seems a lot easier than that to do it like that. Okay. This is gonna get complicated. So we're gonna start using the filters. So we want that. So now we have rings. Now we can split this. Send it to the packer. And we're going to want to whitelist the rods. But first, let's lock and put rod there and curved plate. So eventually, all right, so we got the bolts, we got the rings, we got the rods. The rods are going in here finally. We need a compressor right down here. And we're gonna want this to also see if I can't wedge myself in this area. So now we should start getting that. All right, cool. Let's put another turbine. Right, so now we got plates, rings, bolts. Hardly any bolts, but once that fills up though, yeah, once that fills up, it'll be fine. It'll start working. Auto crafter, I think I want to auto craft now. We'll also furnace that. Table it. Are these keeping up? Kinda, not really. So now the 10. So we're gonna want to pull copper into here. And we're gonna want to prioritize it. So copper here. And We can use another quarry for 10 rotors and all that. I'm not too worried about that right now. But we can force this. Then pull it from... I don't think I want to do that. Can't really do anything. So that needs to go... Copper, 10... Okay. So we'll just use a different, we'll use a different item pipe. We'll use the red. So now we got bronze automated. So copper rotors. We need the bolts. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Connecting all of these. So we might as well make some different colored things. So we'll make purple. We'll make some light blue. Make some magenta. So we'll... Okay, whatever. It's not what I meant to do. So we'll want the left to come from there. Or no, wait, no, wait. The bolts. Where are the bolts coming from? Up here. Why aren't the rods going in? That's why. Could I connect them all to one item pipe, I wonder? Aside from a few. Right, so we're gonna want the bolts on the corners going to the corners. So the top. Okay. Now we're gonna want the blades being made in the assembler. Or no, the packer. So let's see. We don't actually want this to connect. Compressor. And another compressor. All right, now it's making the curved plates. And we can take the curved plates on it underneath. And the curved plates will actually go to the packer, not that. So we'll actually use a different color. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't worry, Leon, if you're watching this. I will certainly be adding lubricant whenever I make the creosote farm. The ring needs to go in the center. So we will take the magenta, pull it from the left. It doesn't seem like no matter what I do, it's going to be complicated. It seems. Alright, so there we go. And then the last but not least, we'll pull another. We'll do the purple. And those will be on the right. You can actually pull it from these, honestly, to make the steel. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do, it just seems to be complicated regardless. I hate it. It's compact, though. I mean... There's a lot to stem from. But I say these will, tin and copper dust. But we're making the bronze ingots instead of the dust, so we can just send it from over here. On the other side. Alright, so that is theoretically speaking, a decent amount of the... I think that is fluid pipes done. Yeah, that is fluid pipes done. So what we can do is we can move this. We can move that to be a little bit closer. Just have that there. Angled from the top. What do you mean? Okay. So that will... I gotta reset this. We will have it coming from the left. And this will go into a drawer right there. And... okay. So now we got the rotors and the glass panes. So now, we just got to compress the bronze. Damn. I don't have any compressors? That sucks. Well, I guess I need the bronze. That's crazy. Alright, we should actually be getting drills soon. We just gotta make that iron or steel farm. Iron would also be nice, honestly. But... this is already getting way too complicated. So we'll have it meet in the middle, I guess. And then we'll put it here. So take the fluid pipe and run it from underneath here. Is there a better way to do it? I mean, probably. We're gonna need to make another compressor. Looks like steel or copper gears is getting to be a problem. But we don't really use copper gears other than the starting thing. Once you move to electric, it's kind of whatever. Right, apparently I had another compressor. Oh well. We'll just make another steel upgrade then. Use our last one. Alright, so now we can run the... Alright, so now we're going to have the autocrafter here and make the fluid pipes. And for the item pipes, we can also send this somewhere else. So I think what I might do is bring this back one. Alright, so what we can do is we can take the lead and tin. So I can take the tin from here, make it into another macerator. I don't trust the electric ones, honestly. So I guess I can put... I'm gonna run this somewhere else. I think I can make the soldering alloy here. But I would also have to set it up, so I think I might do something else with that. Somewhere else. We're gonna have to make a soldering alloy thing for easier steel production, unless I do it this way again with the steel. Soldering alloy in assembler would be a lot more, like, less machines, more compact. We'll, let's see, robot arm, let's go ahead and make 2 of those. We need more steel plates, which we should have a decent amount of. How's it going, Peaches? Yeah, you're crunchy. Apparently you have toughness too. It's a lot of wire. So now I can make more robot arms. Cool. Analog circuits. Crafting tables. And that was 4 analog. And motor. It's honest work, but boy, if it oh man. I need to talk Leon into streaming some more. Make him get even more time. Oh yeah, I should show what he's been up to since he's been he's been making scrap boxes. And whatever this is. Yeah, I have no idea what he's working on. I think I get like a mild migraine every time I come here. Because there's so much stuff that I have no idea what's going on. Honey production's looking pretty good. 66,000 6,000 buckets. So let's see. Let's go make that auto crafting table. Assembler. Alright, cool. You don't have to make more of those, which is gonna suck, but for now, being able to automate pipes is nice. From the top. Then the middle should be the glass. I think I messed that up. I need it to go into just the middle, and then the rotors from the back now I don't know what the back is. I'm guessing yeah, it kind of all looks the same. I ain't gonna lie. I think that. Okay, so the output has got to be from the front. Okay. So we just got to give that time. I'll actually put a motor in this one. Alright, so now we just need to connect it with a cable, which we'll just pull from here. Alright, fluid pipes are now done. Wow. I feel ya. I feel you. I just got back from work. Oh. Just keep telling yourself one more day. One more day and it's the weekend. Even though it's like maybe even the beginning of the week. One more day closer to the weekend. So fluid pipes are automated. So for the bronze drill, we need. So yeah, now we need to do it with iron. Oh god. Yeah, that's always a good thing. I think I might automate the soldering alloy. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Macerator. Well, I don't know what to do with this. Guess I can send it up here. Then again, I don't think I need these entangled tanks. It'll be for iron, honestly. Could steal from them. Yeah, it's we got a little bit of that. What do they call it in school? The gifted. We were the gifted kids or something. I don't know. It's certainly something. Trust me, I don't think you want to deal with it though. There's a lot of headaches. There's definitely a lot of headaches involved. Yeah, you know what? We'll just use this to move the iron around. So we will have one going into... I guess we'll save it for now. We'll save it for now. lead and tin. We got the lead here. We got the tin still over there. I think we'll move this closer. And we'll push the coal back even more. We'll also move these bricks over here until we set up that super smelter. Alright, so now we got the iron being pushed. Now we just need to macerate the lead. Probably gonna end up putting another turbine in here. Our last one, but there we go. Wood pipe. Well, that steam's kind of going down. So lead's done. Mixer. Wait, I don't think I can... I think I have to macerate it again. Okay, so I do have to macerate it again. We don't have another one. I guess we can use bronze. How much is a steel upgrade? That's not pretty, but we do have enough for it. Slam this in there. Is it's a soldering alloy a 2? It's a 1-to-1, okay. Okay, that's kind of perfect, because then I can set the steel macerator on top. Lock. I guess not lock, but I can take the tin from this one. Run it up to here. Oh, oops. Gotta put some... Okay. I think that's good. I believe so. Then we can take the item pipes. So we're gonna want the tin dust to be right there. And then the Oh man, we're gonna have to find a place for silver. That sucks. Then the lead dust can go in these two. We'll put it around back. Should be going in. Now we cable it. Alright, cool. Now we have soldering alloy automated. Now we just gotta find a place for the tin or the silver. Do I need gold dust for anything? I don't think so. I think I could just automate Electrum, honestly. Yeah, we can automate Electrum using this. Ever play any horror mod or creepypasta Minecraft? Sometimes. We was going to do Fear Beyond Nights Modpack for October, but that fell through. Also automate Invar. Is nickel in here? Silver is though. It's gold and silver. Probably should pull the silver out first. Considering that. We'll make another steel macerator, and we might as well just go ahead and automate Electrum too while we're here. It is so loud over there though. So I say put it to this one. So the silver, and that's going to push into here. So we're gonna need another macerator. Well, copper gear, simple. We're gonna make 3 actually, 4. Two away for now. Go ahead and upgrade that. Slam that one there. So this should. So we're gonna need a filter for this one. Item pipe. We'll use magenta. Apparently not. We'll pull it from the front then. Alright, so we're gonna want out silver, in silver. Then I could actually connect that. Alt silver. Yeah, I think that is the way to go. Fluid pipe it over here. Now there should be 2. And if I fluid pipe in. So now we're gonna have 2 going for silver dust. I think we want that priority 1 for that. So we want to clear that out as soon as possible. Honestly, though, part of me thinks we should do the alloy smelter method instead of the double macerator. But then again, it has to be because of the byproduct. Never mind. Mixer. So that'll macerate that into... ore, and then I can macerate that into the dust. Almost finding a use for all of this. This looks so stupid. So that'll macerate into that. And gold ore will get macerated into the dust. And then another mixer up here. Or that. The soldering alloy can actually be sent probably somewhere else into our farm for the tank. That's probably what we'll do for that. I'd say about 4 blast furnaces should create enough. Minecraft Engineer University. And I'd never went to college. Some silver. This will make the gold. And then we item pipe it. Gold's getting filled up. This should start going. Does it have to be with an electric one? Okay, that's why. Keep forgetting the mixer requires it as well. And then this can be... Make 2 more of these. Oh boy. So electrum, soldering alloy, copper rotors, iron's going somewhere else to be made into steel or something. Yeah, you know what? I could take from Leon's iron farm if I was to ask. See if I can't like borrow a drawer for my automation purposes. But I'll have to wait till he's on. He's asleep. He's asleep. But yeah. I need steel for the item pipes. I need iron gears for... What's the bronze? Oh my god, dude. So... That's a little bit more manageable. I'll probably make the drills through the assembler, not the... Not the crafter. Because that's a bit rough. Well, until he gets on, everything is currently, I would say, okay for now. So let's do something with this soldering alloy. Up for grabs. JK. I'm tempted. don't get me wrong, I'm tempted. So we need item inputs. So we need want to say 2 for each. And then I need a fluid output. I'm going to say just 1 for each of that. Do I make the soldering alloy here, or do I move it? Whatever it is, it's got to be chunk claimed. So... blast furnace. 2. Should make 6, huh? This will fit though. I think 4 will fit. And we're gonna need the inputs probably on the top one. Top corners, I guess. That'll work. Then I'll have it all going into a tank over here. Item inputs. Fluid. Fluid can come from the bottom. Output from the bottom. We're also going to need a steam input, actually. We might as well just use the bronze, because it doesn't matter. And we'll input that from the back top, I guess. All right, they look like faces. With the item inputs. So it's not going to be fully done yet, but I'm going to need entangled tanks. Or entangled chests, should I say. Need more eyes of Ender. For soldering alloy, I need light gray dye, I guess. It'll be all light gray. Okay. Take you to work and leave you on my TV for the cats. Hell yeah. Love entertaining cats. Well, hope you have a good day at work. thank you for stopping by on this stream. So the soldering alloy should be going. Okay, it's going in. We'll probably put it there. And all the item pipes. Is that all the item pipes I have? That sucks. Just gonna make a few. And blacklist. Okay. So with that, now we just need to have the entangled tank up here, which is our last one for the steam. Out. So all of those should be ready for use now. Fluid input, now we just got the fluid output. Which we'll just pipe into a single steel casing. You retracted leaving for the cats to watch. So I need a tank. Oh no. I'm actually gonna need some. Alright, that's better. So the tin. Hatch. Hopefully that's. Ah, geez. A lot of tin nonsense. See if I can remember how to build this without using the Ponder Guide. Alright, so we will hatch right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could put the hatch here. It doesn't really matter. It's just aesthetics. Right. So we'll just do a little bit of placing the row. Can't forget about the walls or the floor. Column. Right. And I believe that is all ready to be set up. This should be soldering alloy. Alright, so now that being automated. So that's all the lead I had. Other than what do I even so it's not that one, so therefore it must be this. So whenever I automate the drills, this will 110% just automate the soldering alloy. I think that's the most compact soldering alloy thing you could do. I think. We already got 2 buckets of it. And then we can run that off with something else. Maybe like light gray ore or something. I don't know. Or all light gray for the tank, I guess. I don't know. Seems a little bit more reasonable. I think these are all going good, good. We got this monstrosity. Okay. Let's go check on Leon's lubrication. See how much lubrication we've used. I think I used about 200 buckets, I think. Do we have redstone? I think we have redstone. Yeah, we do have redstone, so we can actually make a lubrication farm using the coal and creosote. So 5 of those. Actually, make 8. 13. Trying to think how I can do this. I think an all black for coal. So I think all I get from macerating it. There we go. Alright, so the coal will get macerated. Need to drag this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the item pipes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have that set up because I don't want to accidentally make the pipes inaccessible. Even though I could I can just easily remove the quarry. It's whatever. But yeah, we'll just keep it like that. So it's making coal crushed dust. And coal crushed dust can be turned into coal dust, which can be compressed back into coal. Okay. Can it make... coke dust? 500 creosote compared... Okay, so the coke dust does... Okay. So it still makes creosote. Compared to the coke, which makes... Oh, it makes the same, so I'm getting even more coke out of it, I believe. So, another macerator, because why not? So many macerators. I think Leon had a good idea on needing so many. And we don't have any use for lignite, honestly. We could just about send it anywhere else. I think Lignite. Macerate the lignite, crush dust. Can't really do anything with it. So I think I'm gonna avoid this. Yeah, I'm just about out of iron, honestly. I'm also almost out of bronze gears. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on the ball with that. Coal dust. Tangled chest. All black runes. I don't think anything's used yet. I hate that they're server-wide and not personal use. That's the one thing I will say that I don't like about it. I think we'll do 8. Yeah, we'll do 8. I think that might fit. Does it go on the... Yeah, okay, it goes on the second layer. So we'll just compactly put this in. So we're gonna need, let's see. I think 16. We're gonna need an output hatch. We'll just do 1 for 8. Okay. And then we're going to need the fluid. Input and output. For both. There's a fluid input. We're gonna need 7 of those. Oh my lord. Alright, everybody. Who's ready to get fit? Today's task. 20-minute jog on the treadmill. Let's go. Item output. Puts. Put inputs. Don't think I need a fluid output of that much either. they all connect to an entangled tank, which will go to Leon's creosote, which will fuel his lubrication. Okay. I think these are only 3 high. So what we'll do is we will put an entangled chest in the middle and run 2 wires. 2 wires. So let's go ahead and this. May a little bit complicated trying to fit it in that tight space, but I think we're still in one chunk, yeah. I'll have to go back around and add the hatches, but we don't have that much coal to work with, so we're not going to make that much creosote. Our steel production, though, is going to be a little fun. So I'm going to make that iron thing. Maybe. From Create. Maybe. And then I'm going to crush it all down like Leon's doing. And then mix it with creosote dust to make the steel. So that should be good. So for the fluid input, guess we could do... Should have reversed it, honestly. In hindsight, I should have put the tank here and the chest over there, but then again, you know, fluids and whatever. So we can do it this way. You just... Yo, Leon, am I allowed to, like, rob one of your iron drawers for, steel production? Your fingers aren't working? Bruh. You need fingers to make whatever I just made. Fluid inputs. Guess we can do the... Guess we can put it over here. This is gonna look weird if I continue doing it like this. Fluid input. We'll just run the fluid outputs around. Yes. Just like take one of your iron drawers and pump it into an entangled chest, and then mix it, macerate it, throw it into my 9 million billion blast furnaces I'm going to do for it, I guess. I don't know. It's all good if I can't, but figured I'd ask. What's... So, we're going to want 2 entangled tanks. Let's grab this one for the creosote. So that'll be on the outside. And we'll just, So we can put it in the middle here. It won't look as stupid. I say that, but the entangled tank. Hey, how finicky the fluid pipes can be sometimes. Out. So all the fluid, and now for the fluid output. Do you not? I thought it was near your andesite alloy. Bro, I finally automated copper rotors and, copper rotors into, fluid pipes. Now I gotta do iron, item pipes. Ridiculous. Okay, so now we need the brownie outside. So we'll do gotta make it look good, yes. Let's go around and make it out. Alright, so now we got the fluid input, the fluid output. So now... Go ahead. Oh, hell yeah, bro. So now the item outputs, I think I can run, the item output's going to be interesting. I think I might run them out this way. And the steel item input, we will okay. Now, this will have the coal dust. I guess we'll put it through the middle. Seriously, why couldn't they, like, start it off with blacklist enabled? It's so dumb. Like, I get it. I guess if you're building on the fly, you don't want things to go into your inventory or where it doesn't need to be right off the bat, but come on. Come on. Alright, so I guess we'll put it here. This will go... And we're gonna want you to go... So these should start going any second. Alright, so now we got oak. And we'll definitely do something to retrieve the coke dust later on. But creosote farm, compact as can be. We got soldering alloy working. We got 44 buckets of that. And it'll be so much better when it can feed into itself and it'll just go forever. Go forever. I'm gonna go see about your base and see how the lubrication's going. Looks like it. Yep. Slowly, but, you know, infinite lubrication's always nice. Definitely don't have time today, but I will be making iron gears. I think I might honestly pull this. I don't even know where the other one is. Yeah, I don't know where the other entangled chest went. Thought I had one. I know I had one. Of this color. Strange. Super strange. But yeah, we'll do something with that. I'll set that up to be that one instead. It'll save me from having to worry about that feeding into itself. So we got Electrum done. Soldering alloy. Don't know where to put the Electrum yet. Probably into a wire mill, honestly. I don't know what's worse, this monstrosity or like the other one. They're both kind of like in terms of I'll probably have to do another one for the redstone. I don't do I really need redstone outside of it? Probably not. What does Galena make? Lead. Silver. Well, definitely interesting. I think 2 hours and 30 minutes of non-stop factory work. I'd say today was pretty successful. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will be ending today's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, press number 8, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.